In a previous video, I was explaining how to install the Rev-A-Shelf Pilaster system. It's a really good system, and a lot of cabinet builders are using it. So I went on and on and on, and I demonstrated how you pull the drawers out and everything works so nice. Recommended some ideas on how to best use the Rev-A-Shelf, and totally ignored the door and the hinges. And so what do you suppose? Good thing we got viewers, because here's what he had to say. I'll summarize it, but this is good. Unless I missed it, there was no discussion on the reason why you would need pilasters of different depths. So what he's talking about is, how far does the pilaster protrude from the side of the cabinet? Well, he goes on to say, it's so that the drawer pull-out doesn't hit the door or the hinges. I never talked about the door and the hinges. And sure enough, he's right. You need to check the measurement of your hinges and make sure the pilasters are set back far enough so the hinges don't hit the pilasters. The compact hinges need very minimal clearance, but larger clip hinges need more room allowance. So what's he all talking about here? Let's take a look at it. So we're going to start with the point that he raises about you need to make sure that your, how did he put that? You need to make sure the pilasters are set back far enough so the hinges don't hit them. Let's take a look. I'll zoom in. He says you need to make sure that your pilaster is set back far enough so that when you put your hinge on, it doesn't hit the pilaster. And so I put on a typical face frame mounting plate and clipped it on here. And sure enough, it is so close. He makes a good point. If that would have been any closer, it would have been less than 2 inches. That would not have clipped on. So a good point on that. And plus it's so close I can't get at the little release thing here with my finger. So I need to get in there and release it with that. So good point on making sure the pilaster's back far enough. On a compact hinge like this one, that's not going to be an issue. It's not going to stick back that far. So anyway, the typical clip type hinges, make sure that pilaster is setting back far enough. Now, as long as we're right here, let's address his second point. When the drawer box and the drawer slide are on there, are they going to hit the hinge? That's a good question. So let me put the drawer slide on. We're going to go with there. So this is installed, and we just barely have enough room here for the hinge. So very good point that he made, and now a hinge can close and we're fine. So the clearance when you pull out the drawer, you don't want it to hit the hinge. Here you can see just how little space there is there. Not very much room, but there is enough. And the drawer slide will be over here somewhere, so you've got plenty of room when this comes out with the box on it. It'll be just fine. So those were good lessons with regard to making sure you know how much room the hinge is going to take. And that was the clip top type hinge. Now let's look at the compact hinge. So we had a good look at the clip top type hinge here and saw how that functions, and that we need to make sure that our pilaster is thick enough to accommodate that. This one's a 1 9/16 inches. And then I was able to clear the hinge. Now that's from a face frame application also. You'd have to be aware of what your needs are if you're using frameless cabinets. Now let's take a look up above here. I've got the compact style hinge. Let me install that. That's the compact hinge. And I'll put the drawer slide in so we can see that. There. So now you can see the compact. The pilaster I have up here on the top for that compact hinge is 1.125 wide, standing off from the cabinet. And the compact hinge is good. The drawer, when it moves in and out of the cabinet, will clear just fine. So what a good lesson I learned. Pretty good observations that that viewer made here with regard to making sure the door and the hinge are not going to be impacted by the thickness of our pilaster. And I think I kind of got everything here on his hit list. Good job. Well, I hope you enjoyed this update here with regard to an omission in the first video. If you like our videos that we do with regard to installing drawer slides and all the different things that we do, if you like it, give a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And whoever you are that did this, thank you very much for that tip on getting that out and clearing it up.